Lisa Harriet here, and I wanted to come on today and share some messages that came through as I was processing a recent offering creation that I was in super creation mode yesterday. I've been in super creation mode behind the scenes the last few weeks, and creation mode is a natural state of being for me. It's a natural state of flow. I am naturally very creative. I love to make things. I love to build things. I love everything about the creative process. I love having a new idea and having a new vision and having a new inspiration and having something move through me that feels really exciting and aligned for me and making something out of it. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about why my creations and my offerings are a bit self-serving and also of high service. So if you're new here, welcome. If you've been following me for a while, thank you for being here. And something that you will have noticed about me is that I have a lot of different offerings, and I'm always sharing different things with you, different ways to work with me in addition to my coaching and my guidance sessions and my healing offerings. I have physical products, I have digital products, and all of these at the core are creations that were birthed through me because of what I was going through at the time, because of something that I was wanting, that I was needing, that I essentially was feeling as a resource, as a tool, as a practice, as a new way of being, as something that I was implementing in my life to make my life easier, to make me feel more joyful, to make me feel more creative and inspired, to make me feel fulfilled, to have an outlet to express myself. And that is the creative process for me, whether it's something physical, tangible, like a deck of oracle cards or aromatherapy sprays, or if it's something intangible like a masterclass or a course or a set of resources available to go to return to utilize in my own life experience. So my topic for this, my creations are self-serving because that's how they started. They started as creative outlets and a creative expression for me. They started as divine inspiration to move the needle forward in my life or change or rearrange something that I was navigating or that I was going through, something that I was experiencing in my life. The resources and the tools and the practices that I have created these offerings out of started because that's what I needed in those moments, or that's what I was navigating in those moments. That's what I was being called to practice and use in those moments. And because I received great benefit from them, because I experienced a shift in my energy, because I was elevated and uplifted and received value from something that was moving through me, I was then, not all the time, but many times guided to offer and share these creations with others, to be of high service to people like you. Because if something has helped me and something has helped soothe me or comfort me or clear my energy or raise my vibration and help me delete the bullshit and activate the good shit, something that has made me feel really fucking good and grounded and calm and abundant, why wouldn't I want to share that with somebody else? Why wouldn't I want to gift that to somebody else? Why wouldn't I want to offer that up to somebody else? Like, here you go. I already went through this bullshit. This can help. Here you go. I created these resources and these practices. I've already done the things and I do the things regularly. They make my life awesome when I practice them and apply it. Here you go. Right? So my creations, my inspirations, my offerings, in addition to my coaching and my guidance and my healing services, those are all things that I also use in my own life, right? I coach myself, I guide myself, I receive coaching and guidance from others who are farther ahead on the path than I am, right? I learn from my teachers as I am teaching. I receive healing not only from myself, but also trained master healers. I practice what I preach. And it's embodied in me. It's a way of living. It's a way of being for me. And part of that is also having creations being birthed through me, because that is part of me being my fullest self. That is part of me expressing myself. That is part of me being in my own flow and being in my own process and processing what I'm going through by birthing these offerings, okay? So let's use the Divinely Guided bundle, because this is my holiday offering, the Divinely Guided product bundle. I'm gonna break down each of the pieces for you because they're physical and they kind of bring my spiritual practices into a grounded understanding, okay? So the first item in there is the Aligned Guidance Oracle cards. Now, when I first got into Oracle cards, I actually went into a crystal shop before I owned any crystals, and I was looking to get a crystal. And side note, that is my first ever purchased crystal. And my husband bought it for me for the first Christmas that we were together. It was one of my gifts. It is an amethyst. And that's just a fun little side note. But anyway, I went into this shop and I wanted to get a crystal, and I ended up stumbling upon these decks of cards. Now, I had heard about tarot cards a little bit, but they never really called to me. I still actually do not own any actual tarot cards. I own a lot of oracle cards and a lot of angel cards. They are a little bit different. I'm not going to go into that right now, but the energy and the meaning behind the cards is just different. So nothing good or bad, it's just a different resonance. It's just a way of receiving information, reading the energy, and delivering messages. That's all it is. But for me personally, I resonate really strongly with oracle cards and angel cards. And I saw this display of cards, and I went to open up one of the decks. And it's like, this is interesting. So I just naturally started to shuffle the cards. I had never used them before, but my intuition has always been pretty strong and things come really naturally and easily to me. So I just started shuffling the cards and I was like, okay, I guess I'm asking for a message. What do I need to hear right now? What's gonna help me, move further on my path? And I flipped over 3 cards. 2 of them, I remember they jumped out of the deck and landed on the floor, and the other one I pulled out. So I grabbed the 2 that had jumped out and the 3rd one in my hand. And when I read all 3 of them, I was like, holy shit, this is exactly what I needed to hear in this exact moment with what I was navigating at that time. Exactly what I needed to hear, okay? So obviously I bought that deck. I still have it. I don't think I have it over there. It's the Healing Angels deck, I believe is the name of it, by Doreen Virtue. So anyway, long story longer, this was one of the main reasons why oracle cards became such an important part of my practice. And it's not an end-all be-all. It's not a space where I'm giving my power away. It is a space of empowerment. It's a space of peace and groundedness and calm. It is a time for me to be really intentional, to connect with myself and to connect with my guides and to connect with my intuition and to allow myself to receive the messages or the practice that is meant for me. And when I created the Aligned Guidance Oracle card deck, that was one of my main intentions after witnessing what the channeled writing that I had just birthed. I really was just outside. I was outside having myself some meditation and in a very powerful journaling, channeling practice. And when I realized afterwards what I had written and they were all numbered, I was like, oh shit, this is an oracle card deck. Sweet. This was just created and birthed. That's how it was for me. And these were the messages at the time that I really needed to hear. And these were the messages that were inspiring and empowering for me. These were the practices that were helping me move the needle forward. They were just in a channeled form. And so that's what the Aligned Guidance Oracle cards are. They are chock full of angelic divine guidance and peace and grace and empowerment for you on your daily, in your daily life, or however often you choose to receive them. It's something that I use in my own life that has helped me on my path, okay? The same with the aura clearing mist. This is my personal bottle. If you can see the label, it's probably, it's a little janky, but I love to sage, right? I love saging my house. I love saging my office. I love being able to like clear and cleanse my space using sage. What I was finding was that I was going places. I was going to the supermarket. I was going to run my errands. I was traveling a lot with my husband, which I still do. And I was like, fuck, I can't bring sage and burn it around me to clear my energy everywhere I go. So I started using a clearing prayer and just mentally and emotionally focusing in on my intention to clear and cleanse my energy. And then I was like, how cool would it be to have a spray with me that I can just like spray and spritz around me that feels like it's washing me clear of any energetic debris, and I don't have to bring my sage and burn places, like burn things while I'm like out and about. So the aura clearing mist was born. As a highly sensitive, intuitive, empathic being, this was something that really has supported me. And as I'm going about my life, this is always in my purse. I use it all the time. And why wouldn't I like want to share that with other people so that you can clear your vibes all the time too, right? It's something that I use. It's something that I do. You're just like me, right? Okay, so that's the next thing. As I'm throwing things, I'm not gonna pick that one up, but the two rollers, right? So I'm just using this bundle as an example, okay? Because all of my offerings were created this way. It was something that I was either going through or wanted myself, so I created it. And then I was like, oh, this is fucking gold. I'm gonna share it with the people. So that I offer it in a way that can be shared with the people. My meditations are like that. My online courses are like that. My services are like that. Like literally everything is basically because I needed it or wanted it at some point in time. And it worked. So now I get to share it with the beautiful humans. So the Divinely Guided Roller is literally the mix of oils that I use before I connect to my spirit team. I don't use oils every single time, but I will tell you that oils are an enhancer. They're a natural enhancer for your energetic field because all essential oils, all aromatherapy has their own vibration, and that vibration moves through you. It rises in you. It becomes part of you when you apply it to your skin. You receive that elevated energy. Okay, so the Divinely Guided Roller was birthed because this is literally what I use when I'm using oils to connect higher to my spirit team. The other one that I just threw on the floor was the Divinely Protected Roller. So these two and the spray and the Aligned Guidance Oracle cards all come in the Divinely Guided product bundle that I'm doing as a holiday limited time offer until they sell out. So I have a limited number available, just an FYI. So anyways, the Divinely Protected Roller is literally the mix of oils that I use before I go in public, okay? I have a little ritual that I do before I am with the humans in public, out and about. I use this certain set of oils in this certain way to cover and protect my energy, to place me in a beautiful blue light bubble of protection while I'm out and about, so that anything that is not my energy bounces off my bubble. You can use this as your own intention. Put yourself in a beautiful bright blue bubble and set the intention that anything that is not yours bounces off your bubble as you're out and about, okay? So the Divinely Protected Roller are the oil mixes that I use to help me enhance that, okay? These are enhancers. They're not the end-all be-all of anything, okay? They're just things that I use that are powerful and potent and make a fucking difference in my world, and I wanted to share them with you. I was divinely guided and inspired to share them with you. So that's the Divinely Protected Roller. Okay, last but not least, for this little spiel, well, you see my selenite ball. I'm not handing out selenite balls, but there will be a selenite stick that comes in the Divinely Guided bundle. So it's not a sphere like this. It's a little stick. And the reason why I love selenite, again, this is something that I use. This is part of my daily experience. This helps me to open my heart even wider. It helps me to stay grounded. It helps me to be calm and connected to spirit with the influence and the enhancement and the amplification of the vibrations that this beautiful, powerful stone offers. It's an amplifier. Okay, it's an amplifier. So I also, in the bundle, am giving, it's like 7 pages because I like big writing. It's a ritual. It's practices. It's how to use all the things together. It's what to do with them so that you maximize the effectiveness of your own practice, so that you know when to use the oracle cards, so that you clear your space with the aura clearing mist, so that you add the Divinely Guided Roller to help you connect to your team, so that you choose your messages in a way that feels good to you, so that you can ground in and feel protected and calm and connected at the end of your practice, so that you can have these magical, mystical, powerful moments with yourself, for yourself, and to receive the guidance and the messages that are meant for you, okay? So when I tell you that all of my creations started as self-serving, it's because they've helped me in some way along my path, and they've been effective, and they've worked. And I tell you, I return to them all the time. I listen to the meditations in my Thriving as an Empath course all the time. I go through the guidebook when I feel called to dive in a little bit deeper. The same with Rising Into It. The same with Healing Your Anxiety. The same with the Chakra Alchemy course and the Chakra Alchemy Frequency Attunement, which is a guided meditation. The same with the Lineage Let Go, which was a really powerful healing for your family lineage. Energy healing. The same with Rooted in You, which is a really powerful root healing, okay? All of these offerings are because I needed them, because I did it first, because I had to go through the grueling process of healing or attracting or reorganizing myself, right? Attraction training is the foundation of all of my work, because that's what led me on this path, was understanding that I am a powerful creator and so are you. We just don't know how to do it, and we don't have the tools and the resources. I didn't have those things that I was looking for, so I created them. So that is my gift for you today. This is my offering for you today. A whole long spiel about my creations, and that it is my way of expressing myself and also serving myself. It's my way of self-care. It's my way of aligning my vibration, aligning my vibes, It's my way of elevating myself to higher heights. It's my way of rising and continuing to rise on this crazy ass journey. And so because I have lived through all these things and know what works and know what doesn't for me, and also know that the things that have worked for me can also work for others, I offer them up as gifts to others. If you resonate with them, receive them. They'll serve you and support you wherever you're at. And if you have any questions, let me know. And I really pray and intend that you received something from this. Sometimes we do the things that are self-serving, but my number one core belief is that what's best for me is also what's best for you. And when you practice and live and you're embodied in that energy, it makes a world of a difference, because you are simultaneously giving of yourself and receiving that love, that joy, and that deep fulfillment that you seek. So I love you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day today. Mwah.